It's like so amazing. And I thought maybe we are in a position if we can, further increase quality and drive costs down at the same time. Maybe we're in a position where we can give away 10 super high quality blog articles for every startup and founder globally. And, because it doesn't take time, it would be like a huge position, I guess, in
Yeah.
helping startups get their first customers in and, without spending money or time, which is like,
Right.
I don't know.
Martians landed.
Yes.
Wearing Prada suits.
Yes.
Drinking Henry Seltzer.
Yes.
Chewing juicy fruit.
Yes, and?
Your branding here.
Yes, brand.
Your message here.
Yes, and?
A verse about
Yes.
your product here.
Yes.
I'm Hirsch Redfin.
Yes, and?
I'm a message therapist.
Yes.
And I have a podcast.
Yes, brand.
That's right, that's it.
Yes.
We'll help you fix the world.
Yes.
Or your bottom line.
All right.
Your bottom line.
Get it. I get it. Welcome to the Yes Brand Podcast. Yes.
In the hot seat today on Yes Brand is Stefan Fehr. Stefan is the founder of Modern IQs. He's very involved in content creation and content dominance. And we're definitely going to talk about where AI is at today and why Modern IQs may be raising the AI IQ in the space. So welcome, Stefan, to the show.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so tell us first we're gonna find out a little bit about Modern IQs and your mission, and then we'll find out more about your background.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I started with my old website using software as a service tools and AI tools. I started using AI in 2019, and I think it was something like 2021 or something where I used AI tools to create a lot of text for my website. And 1 month later, my Google reach 130x. So before that, I had like 1,000 reach on Google a month, and then afterwards, I was like 130,000. So
So that's not typical. So what do you attribute that to?
so that was an affiliate website for software as a service tools, and on that day, when traffic started to rise, that was when I created a description for every tool I had on my website with AI. I created, I think, a feature list and a summary, right? So so all of those, so that were 69 articles, and I did all these free text parts in one day and put everything on the website in this on this day. And this is why you could see afterwards that things just went vertical. Yeah.
So the secret was the quantity of content, the relevance of the content, I guess, and then putting it all out at the same time.
Yeah. So the high quantity, yes. And also, the articles I had were pretty high quality. So I mean, I used to I had 4 hours for every article, right?
Yeah.
And manual work, putting in features and everything. So the quality was pretty high. But really, like, just the combination with the AI text made it really skyrocket. So, and so when I saw the traffic coming in, I was like, wow, this is working. The blog thing I didn't know, right? So I was digging and doing some research, and I found out that there's a site called healthline.com, and they get 200 million monthly website visitors only by creating high quality articles. I mean,
Yeah.
this is open on the internet. You can search it up.
Yeah, and it's Healthline.
Healthline.com.
Yeah.
It's like the golden standard of SEO. So So I was like, because I saw how the traffic came in from Google on my website and I saw the story around healthline.com. So I decided I want to get a better tool that I can create blog articles, in minutes. And then I was searching, and I was asking for the software companies 2022 and so on. And everybody was like, yeah, we're working on it. One-click blog article generator. Yeah, yeah. And, it never came. And so I was like, and then eventually somebody had something and it still took half an hour to create an article. I wanted
Yeah.
to have a system that does things automatically. So we built our own. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how it often happens where, you need something, you know what you need, but it doesn't exist. You think it
Mhm.
exists is,
Yeah.
you start out thinking, oh, I'll just get whatever the best app is for that. So how long did it take you to build it? And now I guess you can also tell us a little bit about your background and how you came to be in this field.
Hmm. Well, so yeah, for me, so building it was like the last, I would say, 2 years, 1.5 years. That's like what we currently have is version, I think, five something, right?
Mhm.
It kind of started with actually, I don't like to talk too much about the details,
Sure.
but well, I started to be my entrepreneurial journey started as a coach, and I was, always optimizing for I called this factors, and so basically. Having a faster computer, having a most fast internet, and all this kind of stuff makes you more productive. And I did this in personal finance. I did this in learning 50 times faster and so on. And then I wanted to do video courses. So I got into the how do I create a website where I can have many products on. And from that, it kind of evolved to an affiliate website because I learned all about this software as a service apps. So I created a platform for software as a service apps, and this is how the whole thing started. But you know, I I did my job training in a German car manufactory, so I guess I was, surrounded by big automation since I was 16. So,
Yeah. So do you consider yourself more of a technical expert or more of a creative kind of entrepreneurial type?
ooh, both. It's both extremely strong, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I guess my most creative part is solving problems, solving automation problems. Yeah.
So tell us in terms of, and we've talked about this a little bit already, but I want the audience to get this, which is that in this age of AI, everything, every iteration of everything seems groundbreaking, seems like it's changing the game, or you know what I mean? Like everybody is,
Mm.
things change very quickly
Yeah,
in this
true.
business. So, what is the impact of what you're doing with modern IQs? What do you feel is the game changer there?
Mm. So, so really, our goal is so that has this question has two answers. The first is our goal is to recreate to be able so that we build this app for ourselves, and so we have a strong interest in having the most, highest quality because we're going to use it to build like hundreds of huge platform websites, and so quality, Healthline quality with one click. That's like the ultimate goal. And I mean, if we can create a tool that gets you, I don't know, 500,000 reach on Google a month or more, then I think mission accomplished on that side. But in the beginning of this year, I first heard about Mr. Beast and
Uh-huh.
how
Sure.
he's giving away stuff for free, and all the stuff he's doing is like so amazing. And I thought maybe we are in a position if we can, further increase quality and drive costs down at the same time. Maybe we're in a position where we can give away 10 super high quality blog articles for every startup and founder globally. And, because it doesn't take time, it would be like a huge position, I guess, in
Yeah.
helping startups get their first customers in and, without spending money or time, which is like,
Right.
I don't know. I mean, in my opinion, this is like a pretty big goal.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're targeting at. Right now, we're at one. Right now, if you go on moderniqs.com, you can create one free article a month.
Uh-huh. And with one free article a month, that gives you a sense of it, but what can one article do for you if you're a startup?
Yeah, so this is right. Really, this is what I didn't know before the whole journey started, was like I didn't know that blog articles on average get you way more, reach and
Mhm.
visitors and so on than most social media activity does. So really the tool, so you can think about it this way. If you blog once a month, Google sees that there's something happening with your company. That's so it automatically gives you a little bit more traction. Then the other thing is, this tool is really made for, imagine you're standing at a red stoplight and you're waiting for the green stoplight and you have a content idea, and you can just press the dictating function on your phone, dictate it, and it's writing the headline. You can press create, and when you come back to work, there is an article waiting in draft for you with images, with headline structures, with table of contents, everything automated, ready to be published. Just do a little fact checking. Yeah.
And the quality is great.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, it's responsive, and like there's like hundreds of steps we do automatically. Yeah.
and so in terms of what's out there in the market now, what is the next most comparable thing to that service? Is there something that's close?
Hmm. So what is not close is ChatGPT,
Hmm.
because ChatGPT only creates text, and you can create images, but you can create an image, then it's not a good one, then you wait, you wait, right?
Yeah, it's not
Um,
creating the image in sync with
yeah,
the article.
exactly. It's not working. It takes forever, and you need to resize it because it's too big and whatever. So actually, to be honest, I don't do much competition analysis. We focus on optimizing quality because we want to use this app for ourselves. So
Right,
I
right.
mean, we're selling it, but we're using it for ourselves. So to be honest, I think it's a kind of a waste of time. Improve the quality. The highest quality gets the most Google visitors.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so what the natural question is, so you're using it for yourselves. This will obviously, if it's working, it accomplishes tremendous reach for modern IQs. So what is the plan for getting the word out, for establishing this brand, this modern IQs brand and product, in the marketplace, given the fact that in and of itself it should accomplish some of your goals, reach goals?
So I have to be honest here. For me, branding is a task which I'm trying to get, done as good as possible with like the little time I have or we
Mm-hmm.
have, right? But it would need somebody like you who's, more of an expert to know getting the messaging straight and everything. It's like branding is right now in the stage where let's try to get the colors kind
Yeah.
of good, So yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you make a good point, which is that, and this is something that a lot of innovators and entrepreneurs face, which is that their expertise is creating the product. That's where your genius lies. It's not selling the product, marketing the product. And so you're pointing out that, even with a groundbreaking discovery or product, you're still having to turn to partners who can assist you in getting the message out. I guess the question becomes, what's in your way now in terms of getting to the next level with it? You're developing it constantly.
Mhm.
So what has to happen for this to really take off?
So just to say something for the thing before, our product is marketing itself. because it's a marketing product,
Right, right.
So this is good, but I see branding as a factor. Just like the thing, like just like a fast computer, which is giving me a 1.3x on speed, and this kind of stuff. So I always I just think, how much could that be? And then I'm like, okay, so this is an 3x or something. I guess branding, if done well and messaging straight and everything, could be something like a 3x in sales,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
So something that which my guts tell me it could be something like a 3x. So this is how I'm seeing it, but really, like we haven't done much there. Like our tool is a one-click tool. Our tool is super user-friendly. Because it's a one-click tool, there's nothing you need to learn. You got to enter your headline press and then it's done, right?
Yeah.
So, but really, the expert opinion on this is still like missing. We haven't done it yet.
Yeah. Oh, well,
Yeah.
when you say the expert opinion, that's part of it too. The third party validation, the simplicity of it is great. I think that was one of the things, even though AI has many layers, is one of the reasons that ChatGPT just exploded in the consciousness because it was pretty simple. It was a pretty simple idea. You talk into the thing and it gives you back, finished work in seconds. And that's what people thought. That's not really what happens, but there it requires, some human engagement with it in order to really
Yeah.
make it work.
It's
Oh,
not that simple.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's another thing that we should talk about. Talk about the purpose, not just what modern IQs does, but in your view, philosophically, the purpose of AI.
Mm. Ooh. This is well, we can talk about one tiny aspect, which is already quite a topic, and that is something I just revised an article I wrote a couple of months ago, and that is, should we adapt to AI or should AI adapt to us? And so what's currently happening is that there was a poll from Gartner that 40% of global CEOs answered that their employees are not skilled or trained enough to use AI. It's too complicated, right?
Yeah.
And so the thing here, what happens really is, so companies write emails and then they get a tool like Copilot to write the emails for them. But if you create a one-click solution, just as we do at Modern IQs, then you create a one-click solution that possibly automates the entire process, not just a tiny part of a salesperson, right? Writing emails. Like the purpose of AI can be to eliminate an entire process, automate an entire process, so that, for example, if you're a content writer, you can write a high quality blog article by hand in 20 hours, right? You can do the same with ChatGPT in 4, or you can learn 19 hours or 19 and a half hours, develop new knowledge, develop new content, really good in-depth content ideas, and then use our system to create 50 articles or maybe 30 articles in the last half an hour, right? And the quality will probably be higher or the same high. Well, with our next updates, it's impossible for a human to do the same quality. But so what you accomplish in the end is like way more knowledge, way more, expertise, and still way more output as well.
Yeah,
That's
but
something, I guess.
yeah, no, that's fantastic. So let's step back a little bit. You said if someone were to spend 19 hours learning, what is that? What do you mean by that?
Gaining new insights, and let's say you're a marketer, right? And who in the audience? I guess there's quite some marketers in the audience.
Yeah.
Who is up to with the latest, changes in Google algorithm or in whatever, right? Nobody's,
Right.
because it's moving too fast.
Yeah.
Or because you're spending too much time clicking buttons instead of learning and using automation. Yeah.
Okay. So, but what I'm saying is the time that you're referring to the time spent learning instead of writing, let's say,
Mhm.
is who is doing the learning and what are they learning? Do you mean a person is learning, or are they, or 19 hours that was spent on educating the AI?
Yeah, teaching the AI is something very powerful as well, of
Yeah.
course. Being good at so yesterday, I just give you a quick example on that part. Yesterday we created a blog article with a podcast transcript, and we did this in the past. And if you enter before, so in our tool you can write the headline, and then you have another field where you put in background information. And
Uh-huh.
when you,
Okay.
right? So in the background information, you put the transcript, but you also in the beginning say, this is a transcript of a podcast episode of host X
Mhm.
and a guest X. And then you say, please reference the transcript in multiple parts inside the article. So the system now knows it should write about this headline, but it also should take the multiple, like it should really take the transcript to create the article as background information. What comes out is very high unique quality done in seconds. And as you said before with the learning part, it takes learning to prompt the thing better, right? So if you just say, this is a podcast transcript, use it for the blog article, it might just reference it once. But if you say reference it in multiple points, then it takes it creates a really high quality article.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
now it knows it's creating
exactly.
a story about the
Hmm.
podcast, and it's not just taking the stuff as raw data. It's
Hmm.
it's
Hmm.
taking it in context.
Hmm.
So that's actually a really good point, Stefan, is that AI does need context. That's what
Hmm.
prompting is.
Yeah.
Prompting is giving it context. And you're
Hmm.
just saying that by by taking the time to know how to give it the proper context, you're improving the output, but the output itself takes only seconds. It's going to
Yeah.
take seconds no matter what. It's
Hmm.
either going to take seconds with a really, really good context that it's been given, or it's going to take seconds with whatever you gave it. And the
Hmm.
quality will shift accordingly. And what's your vision? Let's say looking a year or so down the line, what's your vision for modern IQs and where it could be in a year?
Yeah. So my biggest creating the thing was a nightmare. Elon was talking about, a production hell. We've been through it. Or
Yeah.
basically, and now but most of production hell, I was doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that was something. And money cannot really make this up.
Yeah.
Maybe I see this different in I don't know, decades, if I get really rich or something. But our goal is that globally startups can use this tool to get the first customers in without spending time or money. And then, because let's say we get to a stage where we can give away free articles per month. Okay. Then you, as a startup, you can create free articles in the first month, free articles in the second month, and in the third month, you look at it, and one of the articles just goes up in Google. And then you're like, oh wow, this tool is really like that. This guy was actually not just, it was the truth,
Yeah.
and it's working for me. And then they can purchase credits to leverage things, speed things up. Yeah,
So
that'd
that's
be ideal.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what you were doing for yourself. And that's what your mission really is.
Mhm.
Save startups time and money,
Yeah.
help them with their mission.
Yeah.
Because typically a startup just like yours has a mission to, improve, the world in some way, to bring something new into the world. Yeah, what? You're thinking something new.
Let me just add the sentence. The real translation of this is, I want to help guys like me not needing to go through the stuff I need to go through.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Spare the
Yeah.
nightmare.
The nightmare.
Right.
Oh,
Spare
yeah.
the nightmare.
That'd
And
be
and
great.
yeah, and that is, I was having a conversation like this with somebody earlier, that a lot of times we're we're doing things to solve a problem, and then we learn the solution, and then instead of just creating a product, we have dedicated ourselves to sparing people the nightmare, and the other, and that's the goal. So modern IQs aside, I'll give you the last word and let you, first of all, let people know where they can find you, but then also, is there a word of advice to startups, people out there working on their own, going through their own nightmare, that you would share?
So yes, I guess for everybody in the audience, it's a free like you can use it for free. You don't even need to upload the stuff to WordPress or something. It's working automatically. It doesn't take time. So you should really, if you're a hardcore blogger, you might just want to do your writing. That's okay. If you're busy entrepreneur and you don't have time and you still want Google to see that there's something happening with your company, the tool takes I dictate the headline and the background information into my Mac. It takes 20 seconds. Right. So then proofread. You're the expert. You're like the content you create, you should proofread for fact checking and so on. And just create one article a month and see. And when things are picking up for you, the more quality we implement, the higher the chances that quite a fair percentage of our articles is going to rank globally. So when things work out for you, might consider purchasing credits. But also what I would advise companies is, instead of creating the next powerful AI solutions, why not require software companies to develop one-click, simple, user-friendly solutions? Look, ChatGPT, an employee using ChatGPT is 1,000 times slower in creating articles than our system is. So
Wow.
you would need 1,000 employees which are using ChatGPT to come up with the same speed. We don't need more potent AI. We need more simple solutions that max out what AI can do today. And this can only be possible if companies start to requiring software companies to produce better solutions instead of more dangerous ones.
That's great advice. That is wonderful advice. Well, thank you, Stefan, for being on the show. And where can people find you?
Oh yeah. So my name is Stefan with F, and the last name is Fehr. I blog a lot about AI in in society, in the future, technology, and so on LinkedIn and on X. And yeah, just follow us. We give away, we're going to create, we're going to post once a month for, free perks.
Oh, great. And is it moderniqs.com?
That's moderniqs.com. Yeah, sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm here to help.
Thanks.
And so people know, moderniqs.com in the plural. All right. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
If you liked the show,
Yes, and
it worked for you,
yes, that.
subscribe and leave a
Yes, friend.
5-star review.
Yes, friend.
Tell all your friends.
Yes, friend.
Get your branding here.
Yes, friend.
Get your branding here.
Yes, friend.
Did I make it clear?
Yes, friend.
Get your branding on
Yes.
before they're gone.
Yes.